our service in every point, twice done and then done double. We're poor and single business to contend against those honors deep and broad.
Although you still contend you are not guilty of the crimes charged against you, you were afforded a full and fair trial by a jury of your peers.
So while we are willing to be flexible on support, we contend that half of Charlie's grant money be split between the parties.
Hey everyone, and welcome to this Talk Word Explainer. If you absolutely love words, language, and just really precise communication, well, you are in exactly the right place today. We're going to dive deep into the meaning, the fascinating origin, and the real-world usage of a truly fantastic English word. My goal here? To make sure you walk away from this explainer not just knowing a new vocabulary word, but feeling 100% confident wielding it in your everyday conversations. All right, let's get started. Let me ask you a quick question to kick things off. Are you tired of using the exact same words over and over again? Like constantly relying on the word argue every single time you want to make a point? It gets a bit repetitive, right? Or maybe you've struggled to find that perfect advanced vocabulary word that can express both a physical struggle and a strong intellectual opinion at the exact same time. It's a really common hurdle for language learners. I mean, how do we express both a deep struggle and a bold assertion with just one single word?
Well, meet our star word of the day, contend. Listen to the pronunciation there. Contend. The stress is solidly on that second syllable. Now, as a verb, it has this totally fascinating dual personality. First, it means to struggle to surmount a difficulty. But second, it means to assert something as a strong position in an argument. So the really crucial point here is that this single word carries the heavy weight of a physical or emotional battle as well as the sharp edge of an intellectual debate. It's just a true powerhouse of word that instantly elevates how you sound.
Now, what's really fascinating here is the historical origin of the word. I literally love breaking words down into their pieces. If we look at its Latin roots, contend actually comes from the prefix com, which means together, and the root word tendere, which means to stretch. Think about it. When you contend with an obstacle, you are stretching yourself against a physical limit. When you contend that an idea is true, you are stretching your ideas out into the world, engaging with someone else's opposing thoughts. Using this visual mnemonic of stretching, whether that's stretching your physical endurance or stretching your intellect, it really anchors the memory of this word right in your mind.
Okay, let's dive into Act 1, the struggle.
When we talk about the struggle aspect of the word, we almost always pair it with the preposition with. To contend with means to face a problem, an opponent, or a challenge. It tells your listener that there's a significant obstacle in your path, whether it's abstract or physical, that you actively have to overcome. You aren't just ignoring the problem or walking away, right? You are locked in a struggle with it, stretching yourself to beat it. Because structure and context are basically everything when you're mastering advanced vocabulary, let's look at how you'd actually use this naturally in a sentence.
And this brilliantly illustrates the difference between basic and advanced English communication. A basic sentence might be, she had to deal with the bad weather. It's fine, it communicates the idea. But in advanced version, she had to contend with the bad weather. Do you hear the difference in tone there? Substituting deal with for contend with gives you an immediate expressive upgrade. It paints a really vivid picture of someone actively fighting through a harsh storm, battling the elements, rather than just mildly tolerating some rain. It elevates your storytelling instantly.
Moving on to Act 2, the assertion. Now we're shifting gears entirely from that physical struggle and entering the highly polished realm of intellectual debate. This is where contend puts on a suit and tie and gets down to business in the boardroom or the classroom. To unlock this second personality, you simply change the preposition. It is literally that easy. Instead of with, we use that. Contend that. When you contend that something is true, you're arguing or firmly asserting a point. Changing that single, tiny preposition completely transforms the word into an incredibly effective tool for academic writing, professional emails, or formal persuasion. It's basically the linguistic equivalent of putting your foot down and confidently stating, "This is what I believe, and here is my carefully considered argument."
Let's look at another direct comparison to lock this in. In basic English, you might casually say, he argued that the rules were unfair. Again, perfectly acceptable for an everyday chat. But when we level it up to advanced English, we say, he contended that the rules were unfair. Using contended that sounds significantly more authoritative, sophisticated, and polished. It implies that he didn't just casually complain about the rules, he formulated a strong, defensible, logical stance against them. It genuinely makes the speaker sound incredibly sharp and intelligent.
Mastering these two prepositions is the absolute key to unlocking the full power of this word. Just keep this simple framework in your mind. Pair it with to struggle against something, like traffic. Pair it with that to assert a truth, like contending that the earth is round. Taking a mental snapshot of this distinction gives you a perfect map for using this word correctly every single time.
So why does all this matter and how do you actually apply it? Well, you can use it absolutely everywhere. Whether you're writing a persuasive essay for a university class, engaging in a friendly debate over dinner, or just facing a tough Monday morning commute. Let's imagine a relatable scenario that ties it all together. Picture this. You wake up late. You have to contend with terrible bumper-to-bumper traffic just to arrive at the office. You're stressed out, you're struggling. But then, you walk into a crucial meeting, take a deep breath, compose yourself, and successfully contend that your team's new project desperately needs more funding. In one single morning, you've masterfully used both sides of the word. You contended with the traffic, and you contended that you needed more resources. See how beautifully versatile that is? So, are you ready to master more nuances and continue stretching your vocabulary? Remember our Latin root from earlier, tendere, to stretch? Expanding your vocabulary isn't just about memorizing dictionary definitions so you can show off. It really is about opening up brand new ways to express your world, to articulate your struggles, and to share your boldest ideas. The more precisely you can describe your experiences, the better you can connect with the people around you and truly make an impact.
If you enjoyed this breakdown and are hungry to learn more, definitely check out the TalkWord app to listen to audio-style explanations of any English word. It's an incredible tool for any focused learner looking to efficiently level up their language skills. So, the next time you face a massive challenge or have a bold idea to share, what exactly will you choose to contend with? Download the companion app TalkWord and continue your language learning journey today. Thank you so much for learning with me, and I absolutely can't wait to explore another fascinating topic with you next time.